Hello my dear knitters, let's knit the first short row together. I'm almost to the beginning of the row start marker. I need the last stitch before the row start marker, and now I should make one right. Make one right, slip the marker on the right needle and knit the raglan line stitches. And this third, slip the marker on the right needle and make one left. Make one left increase. And now I should knit all the back stitches. Knit the last stitches of the back, and I'm gonna make one right before the third raglan line. Make one right. Slip the marker on the right needle, knit the raglan line stitches, slip the marker on the right needle, make one left, make one left. And the most interesting part, according to my short row scheme, I have to knit 2 stitches of the sleeve. So I knit the first stitch as usual, but instead of knitting the second stitch, I put the thread in front and slip the stitch through the back loop on the right needle. This technique is named wrap and turn. In this way, I wrap the stitch and turn my knitting. Now I slip the stitch on the right needle and continue purling all the stitches without any increases until the row start marker. So I reached the row start marker, I slip it on the right needle, and now I have to purl the stitch that I increased in the first short row before the row start marker. Purl the first one, and now I have to purl 2 more stitches of the sleeve according to my short row scheme. Purl the first one as usual, but slip the second one through the front loop with the thread in front of the stitch. So I wrap and turn. Now I'm gonna slip the stitch on the right needle, slip the stitch, and continue knitting the third short row. Knit the stitches to the row start marker. Just knit them. Make one right increase and knit. Slip the marker, knit all the stitches of the raglan line. Slip the marker, make one left, make another increase. And now I'm gonna knit all the stitches of the back. So we're here before the third raglan line. Let's make one right. Make one right. Slip the marker, knit all the raglan line stitches, and make one left. Make one left increase. And now, according to my short row scheme, I have to knit the next 2 stitches of the sleeve, these ones. But before, we have some stitches from the previous rows, so start knitting. And here is the wrapped stitch. We have to knit it into the wrap, so I put the needle into the wrap. Look at this. put the needle into the wrap and into the stitch and knit it through the stitch and through the wrap. And that's it. I want to show you one more time. I put the needle into the wrap and into the stitch and knit into the stitch and into the wrap. And here it is, our stitch. And now next 2 stitches of the sleeve. Knit the first one as usual and wrap the second one. Slip the stitch with the thread in front of the stitch and turn. Wrap and turn technique. So I slip the first stitch as before, and now I'm gonna purl all the stitches until the row start marker without any decreases. Let's meet before the row start marker. So I slapped the row start marker on the right needle, and I'm gonna purl next 2 stitches of the sleeve. But before, some stitches from the previous rows. And this is our wrapped stitch. So I have to put the needle into the wrap from the right side. So this is our wrap. I put the needle into the wrap and into the stitch and purl into the stitch and into the wrap. And now I purl the first stitch of the sleeve and I slip the second stitch of the sleeve on the right needle. I wrap and turn. Let's knit the 5th short row. I slip the first stitch and continue knitting until the row start marker. So let's knit all the stitches. So I'm knitting to the row start marker. Look at the fabric. There is no holes between the short rows at all. And now let's make one right. Make one right increase. So continue knitting, making increases around the raglan lines. Knit the raglan line stitches, the back stitches, and let's meet at this point. So I reached the 3rd raglan line. I make one right, slip the marker, knit the raglan line stitches, slip the marker, make one left, and now we're gonna knit these stitches of the sleeve from the previous rows, and here our wrapped stitch. So put the needle into the wrap, into the wrap, into the stitch, and knit into the stitch and into the wrap. And now I have only one sleeve stitch, so I don't have stitches to knit. So I slip the stitch through the back loop and I wrap and turn. Now I'm gonna purl the last short row. I slip the first stitch as before, and now I'm gonna purl all the stitches without any increases until the row start marker. Let's meet before the row start marker. So, and here we have the last stitch to wrap. I slip the row start marker, purl the stitches of the sleeve from the previous short rows, purl the wrapped stitch into the wrap and into the stitch, purl it, and I wrap the last stitch of the sleeve. Slip, wrap, and turn. And that's it. We finished the last short row. now slip the very first stitch and continue knitting, making increases around the raglan lines, and let's meet after the third raglan line. So we are here. I knit all the stitches after the third raglan line, and here our wrapped stitch. I put the needle into the wrap, into the stitch. This is our wrap, this is our stitch, and knit it into the stitch and into the wrap. And further you have to knit until the end of the row without any increases, and don't forget to knit the last 8 stitches as a double knit rib. So I've knit until the end of the row. I turn the knitting and start knitting the wrong row. So let's meet before the wrapped stitch. So I'm approaching to the last wrapped stitch. I'm gonna purl the last wrapped stitch, put the needle into the wrap, into the stitch, purl it, slip the marker, and purl without increases until the end of the row, and don't forget to knit the last 8 stitches as a double knit rib. My dear knitters, continue knitting according to the pattern, please.